So in this math tutorial today, we'll be having a look at place value and how to use the place value table in order to present a number or break the digits up into their different place values. So let's have a look at the definition of a place value first. So place value means that it is the value of where a digit is in a number. That means that if we take a specific digit in a number, then that number has a certain value or place value within the entire number. In order for us to break up a number into their place values, we first need to understand the place value table. And we're first going to work with whole numbers. So here is part of the place value tables. We have working from right to left, ones, then tens, then hundreds, followed by thousands, tens of thousands, and finally hundreds of thousands. Now it's important to note that if we go from ones to tens, we multiplied with tens, so we made it 10 times bigger. And from tens to hundreds, we multiplied again with 10. So we can say that each place value is 10 times bigger than the previous one. Let's have a look at the following number, 275146. And let's go ahead and add it into the place value table. Now remember, taking the number and working from right to left, we will have 641,572. Let's analyze this number and see what place value each one of these digits have. So we have 6 ones, we have 4 tens, and that means that we have 40. Because we have 4 tens, but for that place value, we don't have any numbers in the ones. We pad out the number by adding the 0 to say that I'm going to take that 4 tens. 4 tens is actually 40, 40. So then I have to add the 0 into the 0 column of the place value table. The same with hundreds. I have 100. So padding out number, that means I'm going to have 100. For thousands, I have 5 thousands. Padding out the number again, I'm going to get to 5,000. For 7 tens of thousands, that means padding out the number, I'm going to get to 70,000. And finally, for 2 hundreds of thousands, padding out the number, I'm going to get to 200,000. Let's have a look at the following example. What place value is the number 8, and also identify the entire number of 28652. So let's go ahead and break up this numbers, the digit of the number, into its place values. So there's our place value table, and we need to break up 28652. So working again from right to left, I'm going to hit 2 ones, 5 tens, 6 hundreds, 8 thousands, and 2 tens of thousands. Analyzing the number further, I'm going to get 2 ones, 5 tens, padding out 50, 6 hundreds, padding it out 600, 8 thousands, padding that number 8,000, and finally 2 tens of thousands, with the padding of the number getting us to 20,000. So then, 8 has the place value of 1,000, and that means that that value is 8,000. And the number is going to be 28,652. When we work with decimal place value, we basically extend the place value table to the right. So let's have a look at the following. We have the whole side, or the left-hand side, which is the whole numbers, our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and so on. And towards the right, or on the right-hand side, we are going to add our decimal place values. Now, it's very important to remember the following of decimal place values. we need to remember that decimals are like fractions. They are parts of a whole number. They are not one. They are smaller than one, but they are still larger than 0. And finally, that we group the whole numbers from decimals by using a decimal point, like so. And that shows us that this is where the wholes end, and this is where the decimals or parts of the wholes start. So now let's go ahead and extend our place value table towards the decimal side. So here we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, and hundreds of thousands. On the other side, we're going to start. And now, because we are going smaller, we saw that earlier, that if we go larger, from ones to tens to hundreds, we make them 10 times bigger. In order to go into the decimal side, we need to make them 10 times smaller, meaning that we need to now divide with 10 times smaller. So 1 10 times smaller will be a tenth. And from there, 10 times smaller will be hundreds. And then thousands, then 10,000s, and then hundreds of thousands, and from there we get our millions. So let's quickly add a number here. Let's add 6.398. So now we have one number, one digit on the whole number side of the place value table, and we have 3 digits on the decimal side of the place value table. We've got 3 tenths. So that means we have 3 over 10, or 0.3. We have the next number will be 9 hundredths. But again, we need to pad out the numbers because it's not 0.9. That would mean we have 9 tenths. No, we have 9 hundredths. That means that we've got 0.09, or then 9 hundredths. And finally, for the 8 in the thousands column, we are going to get 0.008, because we have 8 thousands, we don't have 8 hundredths, we don't have 8 tens. We need to say no tens, no hundreds, but we have that 8 in the thousands column, or 8 over 1,000. So let's have a look at the following example. What place value is the number 6, and identify the number. And the number we have here is 28.164. So there's my place value table, and I'm going to add my number. First, working with the whole numbers from right to left, adding 8 ones, then 2 tens. Now working on the decimal side, point, working from left to right, 164. So now let's analyze the number. I've got 8 ones. I've got 2 tens, which is 20, padding out the number. And now I'm done with my whole number side. Now I'm going to go over to the decimal side. Point. So I've got 1 tenths, or 0.1. I've got 6 hundredths, or 0.06. And I've got 4 thousandths, or 0.004. So this means that the number 6 has the place value of a hundredth, and we have 0.06, or 0.06 as the place value. And the number will be 28.164, or 28 and 164 thousandths. But we're not going to say 164 thousandths. We are simply just going to say 28.164, because that's why we use the decimal system as well, to easily represent a number that is otherwise too complex to work with, or too complex to put over a fraction. If you found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe to my channel and check out any other videos that might help you. Thanks for watching.